All right, Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg joins us tonight. Sir, good to have you back on the show. I want to start with the big development from the Strait of Hormuz to the south of Iran. The big bunker buster bombs dropped, destroying, I think, much of their anti-ship missile capability to blow away all that oil moving through the strait. Do you think there is a way to make this strait passable here in the coming days?
Yeah, it's good to be with you.
See you.
It's passable now. They just have the courage to do it. I mean, they're taking a chance and know they're going to run it. I think what they've done is they're sort of what we would call softening up the targets, primarily around the Strait of Hormuz, where you take the shore-to-ship missiles and any type of batteries out. And it's not only that choke point, which is near Bandar Abbas, but it's, you go up to Persian Gulf and Karg Island as well. If you take Karg Island and you can secure the Strait of Hormuz, those straits, then you're in great shape. Now, when you look at the strait, it's basically 25 miles wide, but the shipping lanes are only 2 miles wide each way. And you get that with the ships that are out there, you make sure they're not mined. You make sure there's no shore-to-ship missiles out there, and the Iranians do have them. Primarily, they got them from the Russians, and they also got them from the Chinese. If you do that, you free up the zone. It's going to take a couple exercises, in other words, drills, let people know it's okay to run through it. We did that years ago during Operation Earnest Will. So it's nothing new for us. We have the capability to do it.
Yeah.
We just have the confidence. We have to have the confidence to be able to pull it off. And I mean, the first time you do it, be a maximum effort. You put airships, or you put aircraft above the shipping lane. You have escort ships go there as well. Get a couple ships through there and you're good to go.
Do you think that's what the administration is working on implementing right now? I mean, we haven't heard much about passage today. I don't think there's much moving in the strait today. Do you think is that part of the plan?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know the operational plans. I wasn't briefed on them. I left the administration before that. But it's what you're asking me a question. Yeah. What I would do as a former military guy, when I commanded the Army's 82nd Airborne Division, one of our war plans was actually Iran, what we were, supposed to be doing. So I did study it and figure out how to do it. So I would hope that it's somewhere in their planning that they're in fact doing that and getting ready for something like that. I think it'd be a smart idea.
Yeah, and there's a way to stop if Iran wanted to fire off an errant drone into a ship, or if they had just, I mean, they have other ways of causing chaos. That's all preventable at this point?
Well, yeah, it's interesting. War is a two-way street. Yeah. The other side gets to dance too. And the probability is the first couple of times you're going to get some type of hostile action, be it a drone or be it a missile, and just accept that. I mean, there is risk when you do it, and it has to be acceptable risk to do it. But if we have the capacity and the capability to punch through there, and we need to do it. We need to show them that, and it's primarily around Bandar Abbas, and when it comes to the strait, you can't hug the shoreline. There are in fact shipping lanes, and let's do a couple of trial runs to do it. It's sort of like what we did in Baghdad, when we would famously call the Thunder Runs, where we took armored vehicles, we ran all the way into the middle of Baghdad and then out again. We took a risk. We knew we were going to get shot at when we did it, but we kind of tested the envelope. How much conflict would we have? How much friction would we get? And we just did it. After about the third or fourth Thunder Run, it was pretty easy, and I think we have to do that.
You got to do that. That's interesting. Before I let you go, what do you make is Iran's defiance here? They do not want to give up as they are decimated. They still don't want to give up. And I just wonder, the president wants to be out of this soon. You can tell every time he's asked about it, he says, we're not going to be there much longer. How do you think this goes over the next week or two? Can we end this operation?
Yeah, we can. I think the stumbling block is going to be the theocratic regime, getting rid of the people. We're doing a great job. Recently we killed Ali Larijani, which he's really a pretty interesting character. He used to be in charge of the National Security Council, but he was really a smart guy. And he did a lot of work with the Revolutionary Guards in distribution of command and control, and he's gone. And a lot of the others are gone as well. And it's sort of like, I think Mike Pompeo made the comment, we've got more missiles than they've got mullahs. I hate to say it, but it's, kind of my son told me it, kind of tongue-in-cheek, it's sort of like whack-a-mullah. Everyone is there, you just kill them. And I was asked that today on another program, you just have to kill them all. And sooner or later, they're going to break. You start at the very senior level, you keep working your way down, And finally, you're going to have people say, I don't want to do the job. Thank you very much. Or they leave. But you're going to have to break that theocratic chain, that chain of command that's been there for over 40 years. It's been society's run by that.
The real believers.
And the mullahs don't need to be anywhere but in the mosque. You have to break that cycle.
That's interesting. General Kellogg, thank you. We appreciate it. You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt tonight on Newsmax.